Hello everyone, and it is I once again, Ryan, also known as the Lovebat, and I'm going to go ahead and bring you yet another double-header action in our playthrough of Blood Bowl 2, and with our Lizardman team, the Sea of Red. In our last episode that we completed just moments ago, we just went ahead and defeated a Skaven team, and we were able to go ahead and make good work of them. They ended up having a star player purchased from their petty cash because we had a lot more team value than they did. And early in the match, it looked kind of iffy because their star player Goblin with a weapon, or whoever he was trolling around a flail of some kind, and he was kind of making some good work of our strong lizards in the middle. But eventually we were able to kind of wear them down, KO some of their guys, and then get in some for good opportunities to score, and overall life was good. But I think that Skaven was probably a good matchup for us, in all honesty, in our fourth match, and we did get some good star player points out of it because we won 3-0, and so that was good to get some Skink leveled up, and we got some more players with Sidestep now. So we have 3 Skink players who now have Sidestep as a skill. So we have 1, 2, and 3 with Swatter, Hope of Pahualaxa, and Mazda of Itza with sidestepping, dancing shenanigans, and they will just dance around the field, run circles around the defense or the opposing team, and they will just be a general nuisance because combined with the dodge skill here, they are going to have a much easier time not getting knocked down. And then with Sidestep, they're going to go ahead and just kind of run circles wherever they want to go after they get blocked. So that's going to be very good for them. It isn't going to help in preventing injuries necessarily, but it can help us reposition them a lot better after they get blocked. And even if they get knocked down, then on the following turn they might be able to more easily dodge out to a better position. So that's going to be very good for them. We also have Iztacotol here, who has the catch skill, and then Tenqulaticus, however you pronounce that, even though I came up with the name myself. He has a bonus to his movement speed, so he is super fast. I think only gutter runners can get faster movement speed than 9 if they get a movement speed boost. So we have one very fast player, and we might be able to get some sprint action going with him later on, or maybe the catch skill to make him a very good receiver, and then life will be good with him. Our big guys have not gotten any level ups yet, partly due to the fact that our dear Blitz that died the second match had 5 of our star player points from winning an MVP award, so that kind of slowed down our progression with the big guys a little bit. But Rox of Gold is pretty close. One more injury force and he'll get one. The Mad Basher and Coalshix will also get a level up if they get an MVP award, so maybe that'll happen. And then we have only 2 Skink here that haven't leveled up at least once. So Maz the Daz and Munditeek maybe can go ahead and hopefully roll some doubles on a level up if they get one anytime soon. And then hopefully we can get someone with a very helpful skill like tackle or pass, or even kick might be a decently good skill if we need that from somebody. We might end up getting a reserve player, and then if we get a reserve player a level up, then we can go ahead and have them get the kick skill. And then if they get the kick skill, then we can have them out there on defense when we're kicking off, and then when we're on offense we can pull them off the field. So that's kind of what I'm thinking that we're going to be going with as far as our direction goes. We only have 50k in money right now, so we're going to have to win a couple more matches before we can get a team reroll or get an extra player for the reserves. And again, getting rerolls or extra players, it does inflate the team value, but since we're a bash heavy team, getting the rerolls for that and rerolls for picking up the ball with our Skinks is very helpful to have. so you definitely want lots of rerolls with them. And our next opponent will be an Undead team. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting type of team to play against. They do have some bashing players in the middle. They have some good blitzers. I don't know if they really have any good ball handlers, however, so we're going to have to attack the ball and make it difficult for them to progress with the ball once they have it. So we're going to have to get in with the Skink, I think, once again, and maneuver them around to get to the ball as soon as possible on defense and just attack them. And then on offense, we just kind of cage them off away from the ball and do what we've been doing and just rush the ball with our really fast Skink players. And then, how are things looking in the Autumn Championship here? We are, as of now, we are 3-0-1 with 3 wins and 1 draw, I believe. Yep. So we have 3 wins and 1 draw. We are the top player, or we are the top team right now in this particular tournament. So far, we have beaten the Skaven team, which is right behind us, which is not surprising. Skaven are actually a pretty good team. They just were not a good matchup, or we weren't a good matchup for them, because we could just bash them in quite a bit, and then we have fast enough players to compete with their gutter runners and match their speed. So yeah, they were a good matchup for us to face, so that's kind of why they lost. And then we're playing Undead team, and they're 2-2, so if they lose to us, I think that their chances of placing well in the tournament are pretty poor. So we have a tiebreaker on the Skaven team from beating them. We beat the Wood Elf team, and we beat the Necromantic and Norse teams. Or, we beat the Necromantic team, and then we made a draw against the Norse team, which is surprising that they're so low down there. They're a pretty solid team. I'm not sure who they've played just yet, but what's on the schedule for today? You know, it's kind of hard to remember them by the team names. Aerial Hawks was the Wood Elf team. Noxious Rippers, yep, those was the Skaven team that we just played. Relentless Dirt, that was the Necromantic team, I believe, that we played a couple matches ago. Yeah, Necromantic. We're playing the Damned Spirits, and so we have the Sharp Kickers, the Cold Caves, and I think that's the only team that we haven't played yet, or the only 2 teams that we haven't played yet. So we got the Cold Caves or the Sharp Kickers for our match after this one, and then we'll have the final match a couple episodes from now. And so we get into the Chaos Cup. So as long as we place within the top 2 teams, we'll get in. So we already have a tiebreaker of beating the Noxious Rippers. Granted, it might be difficult for us to have an equal record because we have a draw instead of a win. But we have the tiebreaker of beating them already. We've already beaten some of these 2-2 teams, or one of the 2-2 teams in the Wood Elves. So we're in a pretty good position to, at the very least, place top 2 in the competition. So let's start the match. There's nothing else that we need to worry about here. We don't have any petty cash because we have more team value than their team. And we already have a good idea of what their players are going to be able to do. But I'll just take one last look at them to see if there's any level ups that I didn't take a look at. So they have block, they have the movement speed boost, and that is it. Alright, so mainly we just have to worry about them being a good blitzing team. And then in the middle I think we'll be okay because we have big guys to match up with their mummies and to hopefully take them out. So we're getting a star player and an extra team reroll, okay? Yeah, they're likely to take star players with petty cash, so that's we'll just have to live with that. They'll probably replace a skeleton or a zombie with their star player. Not exactly sure who that star player is. I don't know if I played against them before. It's hard for me to know and remember all of the star players and what they do, because I don't generally use star players. I like to only play the guys I'm going to get star player points with. And usually I spend inducements on the apothecary. Yep, there's our team, the Sea of Red. And there's the opposing team, the Damned Spirits. Well, Damned Spirits indeed. Hopefully they're not going to annoy us too much. He's just wearing the helmet on his teeth. He's like, I don't need no helmet. I'll use it as a mouthpiece. And so their star player is a skeleton here, so I wonder what he does. Skeletons are usually not very good baseline players, so... I think once again we're going to go ahead and be on defense first. I think that's just the best way to start the game. Our lizards in the middle have very good armor values, so we'll be okay with them. And they're setting up with a mummy all the way out here with his whole free movement allowance. So that's not going to do much for them. So I might want to attack them first because they have a movement speed boost. So attacking them first, maybe getting an injury on them, will be helpful here. So I'll go ahead and play you right here this time. And then, since we're on defense, I think we might want to put a player out there that's not going to have to worry about getting killed here. So I think we'll go ahead and protect our movement allowance player on defense. I don't think we're going to need them necessarily. And then I think you're the one that has catch, so we're going to put you, switch you with a sidestepping player, I think. We'll put you out here on the edge. And then you also have sidestep, I believe. Yeah, so we put the sidesteppers out here close to the sideline. And then we can attack the sideline and they can't knock us out of bounds. We'll save this setup. What? No. Yeah, so is that the same setup as before? Okay, yeah. So we have two sidesteppers out there, and then the catch player can be out here. We'll go ahead and put you back up here. Save new setup. I think this is actually a good setup for defense. Yep, let's overwrite it. I could put some of my guys out on the edges for some 2-die blocks here. But we are already taking care of their assists, so it doesn't make much of a difference. What does this guy do? Regeneration, loner, block, jump up, pass block, stab. So he's a bit of a bruiser. Sidestep could be annoying, and he has a secret weapon. Alright, that's actually not too bad, actually. He's on theme for their team, but I don't think it's going to be too bad to deal with him. Alright, an extra rerolls. I think that helps us more because we're going to be a bashing team. We're going to be pretty bash heavy. I guess they're going to have their mummies out here because they want to try and make a cage with one of the mummies. So they had them on both sides of the field to make a cage, no matter where the ball landed. At the very least, it means that they're not making blocks on us this turn. So yeah, I think they're going to go with a cage method with these two players right here. Or I guess they'll go with this guy, and then maybe they'll get the ball with this one. And that's a skeleton. I guess there's no cage with it. He's not going to pick up the ball. I guess they're going to go with maybe the ghoul over here. He failed to stab. So we're going to target him as soon as possible. And he got the pickup of a reroll, but he was forced to use a reroll at least. So they can't use another reroll for this, at least. He has blocks, so we can knock him down. Alright, so they only knocked one player down. That's actually pretty awesome for us. Let's go ahead and stand you up. What's that thing mean? I don't know. Let's stand you up. Don't think I'm going to have anything to do with that mummy over there. I think I'm just going to bypass him, if possible. And then we can blitz him. Blitz the white. The skeleton would be easier to blitz because he doesn't have block, but block is both down is a poor result for us anyway against a white, because it would knock our player down. So we want to take care of their star player as soon as possible here. Let's get you to get an assist. And do you have enough movement to give an assist? I think so. Yep, we can get you through here. And then we can make a block here, I think, on him. And then we can get a string of assists going here, I think. So let's take care of you first, make some blocks. Move is okay. We'll just push him away from the ball. It does free up a ghoul who has a lot of movement, but I think we'll be okay. I think that maybe blocking him first would be better, maybe? Perhaps? Because he has the movement speed boost, so we don't want him going anywhere. Let's move him over there. We'll stay so we can provide assist action. And then we can make a 2-die block here on him to free up a lane. Get a POW, very good. And let's put him, I guess, right there. And let's follow up on it. Keep someone next to the ghoul, or at least 2 people next to the ghoul there. And then I think we want to get... I think what we want to do is we want to blitz and then get a skink in there. And then we're going to get you behind here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. It didn't tell me it was going for it until after. Yeah, it had it highlighted as if it wasn't going for it, and then after I clicked it, it had going for it. So that just takes me by surprise. I didn't have a chance to look at it fast enough. I forgot they had to run all the way around him. I think we want to get him down as soon as possible with our Mighty Blow player. Alright, I don't think he has dodge. He does have sidestep, but he does not have dodge. Let's follow. Let's keep an eye on him. And we KO their star player! Yeah! Alright, so their star player is KO'd. And I don't know if he gets to regenerate or not, or whatever how that works. I kind of forget. I don't really play the Undead teams. We'll go with the Blitz first. I think it's going to be a 2-die block no matter what. So let's get him in there. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's get him next to the ball carrier there. And we'll follow. And then we'll move you next to him. We're not going to want anything to do with the mummy. We want to force them to use a blitz on the mummy if they do. You have catch, I believe, so we don't want you getting too close to the mummy. And we'll get you a tackle zone up there. And then we'll move our sidestep player close to the mummy. So even if the mummy tries to block him, he has sidestep to get him out of a jam. It's going to be difficult for them to dodge down the sidelines, and we have some fast players to catch up with them if they try and do that. Alright, so their blitz does not go very well. 2 dice blitz with a 5 strength player. They might have been able to get another assist by moving someone in there first. So I guess they're going to reverse field and try and cage on this side. Which, I mean, they can do that, but they have so many guys over here now that it's kind of disadvantageous, I think. And we have enough mobility to reverse field on them, so it's not the best plan, I think. And leaving the middle kind of open for us to make a block and then surround the ball carrier, so that's good. I enjoy it. You love to see it. So if I make a block with him, then I can move a bunch of people into the middle and really get some heat on the ball carrier. But if I fail with a block, it's going to go poorly. So let's move one sidestepping player over here just to make sure he can't get a free thing going. We want to get out of blitz range of the mummy as well. So if he wants to blitz, he's going to have to go for it with the mummy. And that might not be the best choice for them. So if you make this block here, then we open up this middle of the field. Alright, it worked. Let's get him away from the ball. We're going to stay and keep this space opened up if we want to move people through. And it keeps them closer to the ball. And then, yeah, let's get you in there for a block. I don't know. Getting this guy will clear out more players to get in there, so let's do this. Even a push would be good. Alright, a pal is even better. Let's put him right there. We are going to follow here. Now we have these 2 guys freed up to get to the ball carrier and provide some assists. Yes, let's go. Having them with high movement speed means that they can do pretty well providing assists for your other players. Could blitz with him. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to go for it to blitz with this lizard guy over here. We could do it with a skink. And then we can maybe assist with him instead. So a skink could still get a pretty good blitz going if we get in with him. Or we can get in with him too, maybe? Yeah, so we can blitz with him, I think. And make this a good block. Maybe even a 3-die block. Let's get some players on the ball. And then, oh, not you. We want you to block here. Get an assist. So let's do this. We have a reroll. And we'll get him on this skink, so that way we have someone on him. We're going to follow, get him away from the mummy. That kind of does complicate getting this guy in there, though, I think. No, we can get in there. Alright, so we'll get in there with the assist. And then we'll get you... We'll keep you available if we need someone to pick up the ball. And then we have a 3-dice blitz with him. Lizardman having a lot of movement speed makes them great blitzers. Alright, we get the ball, hopefully. We want to move them over here because we have more players that are going to be on the ball in this spot. And we're going to stay and keep everyone away from the mummy. We don't want to give the mummy a free block on this turn. Alright, and then we have one player who can go and get the ball. Before we do that, we're going to move you out of a tackle zone here with a free dodge reroll. And we just want to get you away from here. Yeah, let's just get you out of there. We don't want you next to the mummy. We'll leave him there, not risk that one. Okay, let's see if you can pick it up with a reroll here. Alright, so this is important enough. I'm going to use the reroll on it. Alright, we didn't pick it up. But it landed in a pretty good spot for us. They're not going to be able to get over there very easily. They don't have anyone that can really get over there. So at least the scattering went in our favor. It was over here that would be more problematic. Over here we have several skinks that can get the ball. So you might be able to score a touchdown and level up here. Let's see. And then we can sidestep. We're going to stay away from the mummy. Let's just move this direction and stay away from the mummy. Alright, KO, that's not too bad. Could be much worse. We have a spare player in case we don't get him back. So now we have to decide how many blocks that we want to do first. We could get maybe a 3-die block on him. Not quite certain yet. What about you? That's just a 2-die block. Alright, so we need to definitely block the mummy here. I think blocking in this direction is better because then we still have 1 assist if we just push him. And we can make another block against him. So yeah, we'll go against the mummy first. We need to make this block to free up one of our skink without needing to dodge with them. Alright, well that's going to be good enough. Move him over there. Now we free up 3 players. And I'm going to keep him here. Because we have several players over here that are going to try and probably get through pretty soon. I think we're going to try and maybe throw a pass to Munditeek. And maybe we can have him score. You won't be able to score. I guess the question is, do we want to blitz before trying to pick it up? Let's go against the movement speed guy and try and just take him out of the play. A push is fine. We'll go ahead and stay and just keep tackle zones right here, which is probably better for us. I think we can go ahead and... the skeleton can't move very far, but probably still good to try and blitz somebody here, just in case. Let's go ahead and blitz with the assist. Okay. Let's move him over there, and we free up this skink as well. Let's go ahead and stay. And then let's kind of move a bit closer to the ball in case something happens with the pickup attempt. He can also score without needing to make any go for it, so that might actually be a better option. Even though he's not going to level up on a score, but it's probably safer to do that. Let's get some skinks around the ball. Who do we want to make the pass? Let's just go and get a sidestepping player on the ball, I suppose, if we're going to move anybody. And do we want to block here? I think we do. I don't know, maybe the pickup attempt we'll just do first. Who do we want to pass it? We'll have the guy with no star player points do it, because if we get 1 star player point with him, then an MVP award levels him up. That was kind of weird how he slid there. And then... does he have anything? He has catch, so he can catch the ball pretty well. So let's go ahead and do this. If he fails the throw, we have several players on the ball. He's probably going to catch it. I'm more worried about the throw. Alright, now that we have the ball there, Let's go ahead and make a block on you with a reroll, and then we'll end the turn here. Alright, push is fine. And then we're just going to go ahead and score here. Get the touchdown, Iztacotol. Closer to your second level up, and very good. That's awesome. I didn't think we'd be able to score that quickly on an Undead team because they're a pretty good team. They're a pretty balanced team. Their ball handling is not the best, but once they do get the ball, they have some pretty good players that are hard to knock down. Because if they're a good blitzing team, then if a player does get the ball, they're usually pretty hard to knock down. Our KO guy did not get back up, but we do have a spare player, so we'll be okay here. And I guess their star player had like a weapon on him, like some kind of dagger or sword or something, so he could stab people. So now we're on defense again before the kickoff. Which defensive setup was it that I did before? Oh, I need to get this guy on the field. So yeah, it doesn't take into account that I don't have my original lineup on the field, which is a bit annoying, but it happens. So we're on defense again. We're going to have to go ahead and protect some of our better players this time. You scored the touchdown, so we want you getting back here. Oops. Yeah, we want you over here. Over here, come on. There we go. Alright, so both of you have high star player points, so we have to get a bit of an arrangement going here. Let's go and put you over here then. And then we'll put you over there. I'm clicking. I'm not sure if you can see on the map there or anything, but it seems like the clicks should be registering and then they're just not for some reason. I think we'll put a sidestepping player out on the edge. Come on. I'm trying to click to get him there. Don't know if these like portraits are getting in the way of me clicking on stuff or something. Alright, so we have sidestepping players that are on the edges here of the sideline. And then he's not too valuable to us. He's a spare player, but we're in a position to where there are only 2 players that we have. If they get the MVP award, then they won't level up, I think. Or at least, we only have 2 players that if they get the MVP award, that they won't gain their first level, I guess is what I meant to say. He won't gain a level on MVP, but everyone else would. Or most of them would. Okay, so I think we have 4 players that if they get MVP, they're not going to level up, but that's 4 out of 12 players is pretty good. To have 8 players that if they get MVP, they get a level up out of it. So yeah, so you have to try and arrange your formations to protect some kinds of players, right? So gust of wind will cause it to scatter with the really nice weather out here. Good Blood Bowl weather, as you can see. It's not raining out here. You got good Blood Bowl instead of Mud Bowl. So, and so I guess we're going to go and get the ball with the ghoul. He fumbled the pickup, so they have to use another reroll on that. He has a decent pickup chance, but having dodge kind of makes it difficult to knock him down. One of the downsides of our team is that our skill selection early on is fairly limited. Our Skink can't get the really useful skills like tackle or things like that. So yeah, Mighty Blow combined with Stunty kind of makes things a bit difficult. They aren't, however, attacking these guys yet. They're kind of using the mummies on other players. This match has been interesting. They haven't really attacked our 4-strength guys with the mummies, because they could reliably get 2 dice blocks on our Sauruses with their mummies. All they need is like 1 assist, and it's kind of guaranteed that they'll get 1. I think we'll just stand you up. We might need to find a way to go ahead and blitz him maybe and get around there. I think we'll get back here. What? Oh, is it going for it? Come on, game. You gotta tell me these things better. It didn't say that it was a going for it. I mean, I could be wrong. I have to look back on the footage, but I don't think that it said going for it when I first was clicking there. So, like, you gotta tell me that stuff, game. You gotta tell me. Oh, no. I mean, I could have just made a mistake there, but I don't know if the game was really telling me what it needed to. I don't really think I can dodge through there. I don't want to go through the mummies. Yeah, let's just get you through there. I mean, it kind of makes it difficult to get anyone out here to blitz, but we might have to crash our way through the middle, maybe. Alright, so you can get 2 dice. You can only get 1 dice, because they have assists. If we take him out, though, then we can maybe open up a lane somewhere. So let's get things started. I don't know who I'm going to blitz with yet. It might be a skink, but that's not terribly bad. I think I'm going to have him follow this time. Get him closer to the ball. He wasn't going to be able to give an assist anyway, I think, with the mummy there. And then, if we can block here, that's a 2-die block. We can get a 2-die block there. So we'll take that. Okay. Thankfully they don't have dodge. And we're going to stay here. Just stay away from the mummies as much as possible. And try and open a path here in the middle. Pushing's fine. We'll go ahead and stay. I don't want a free block on the big man. And then I might want to dodge them out first before doing anything else. I could blitz the ghoul with 2 assists, I think. If I can dodge one of them in here, I could blitz. I don't think I want him there, though. I think I want you to be here because you do not have sidestep. We don't want anything to do with the mummies when we have a skink there. And you have sidestep, so you being on the sideline isn't too bad. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and move you to the sideline. You have sidestep. So he's not going to be able to get knocked out of there. And then we're going to go ahead and declare the blitz with a dodge player. No, I don't want to dodge. I don't want to do it there. Come on, game. It's not that good to do it there. We want to do it here so we have 2 assists without them getting an assist. We want to get to the sideline here first and do it. I mean, this guy's occupied with him, but I think it's better to do it this way and stay away from the mummy with him. I think clogging up this spot right here works better for us. And we will follow. Oh, wonderful. So we stunned him, and so now he's there. And then we can get through with this skink, who's not terribly valuable to us, so if something happens to him, that's not too bad. And then we'll try dodging you out. Dodge reroll, yes. And that'll end our turn. We just want to get our skink away from the mummies, so that way the mummies don't pound their heads in, basically. What I bet they're going to try and do is dodge out and then reverse field, which again is not too bad for us. We have the mobility to deal with them. So what I would probably do is they just dodge over here, reverse the old, or they make a cage in the middle somewhere with their mummies. They have one mummy that's unoccupied. This guy, however, is stuck with him. I don't know why they're blitzing all the way over there, but it still worked. I guess they're just trying to free the ball carrier and set up a cage in the middle. So we have him and the mummy who can go over here and cage them up. At least somewhat. Okay, so they get a POW on him. I don't know why they blocked in that direction, though. Over there would have been much better. Maybe they wanted it over here so that way they have more assists for a future block, but over here keeps them away from this guy. And we have a free... We can have a free blitz on him if we knock him down. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Because then I can move here and here and blitz. So let's go ahead and stand you up. We just want to keep some players occupied here. We're going to keep him down on the ground. We don't want him getting attacked by the mummy. I think we just want to make this block work. We need to hope that it works. Alright, that's worth a reroll because we're in a bad position with... Alright, good. That's... It sucks that we already had to use our reroll on that, but... It still does allow us to blitz the ball carrier, though, at the very least. Let's go and get you out on the edge here to try and take up some space. They could blitz at the mummy, but that's still a pretty good result for us if they want to blitz a skink. Can we get you in here with an assist? Maybe, perhaps? Not really. So we might as well just move him around, cover up tackle zones in the middle. And then you, maybe we can loop you around. Two going for it. Alright, so we'll loop you around then. And get you around here to prevent them from being able to loop back around, I guess. And I think there's probably best, so they could try and run through that direction, but... Let's see, I want to stand you up. The mummy's there with 2 assists, but I need to occupy them. You are free, so... I don't think I'm going to be able to get any assists on a blitz. So we'll just have to do this with the 2 dice now. Hope that we don't fail this. Okay. That's pretty great. We want the ball to scatter over there, where the skink can get to. And we will follow. Alright, we got an injury. Excellent. And he's going to lose a point of movement, so that's pretty bad for them. That's a pretty nasty injury on someone that likes to blitz or pick up the ball. I don't want to move him because he's still upright. It's really hard to see him behind my big lizard dude. I can't... It's really hard to see him and what he's doing, so... And then we're going to go ahead and move you around here in case something goes bad with the pickup. And then we are going to just try and dodge you through to get to the ball. I am okay with this. Dodge of a reroll is pretty reliable to do it. Alright, that's good. And then we're going to get over there. And then it's probably worth it to make this block since it's 2 dice. Both down's fine. We knock him down too. And we stun him. So him being down, that's not too bad. They don't have a whole lot of movement with the mummy. They're I suppose their white could try dodging through, but it's a bit of a risky dodge to do that. I guess he could go through here. But yeah, he does have sidestep, so if he blitzes, he's not going to be able to move us in a very good direction. He does knock him down, though. So where do we want the ball to go is the question. I think we want the ball to go over here, since it'll be... Alright, KO'd. That sucks. So I'm not going to use an Apothecary on a KO ever, so... It would have to be very late in the match and be a close game for me to ever consider that. Looks like they're pushing him. That's fine. Not very good for him, obviously, but he's not really too valuable to our plans. So they could get a 2-die or a 3-die block on him, maybe. The good news is that they do not have someone directly next to the ball. And because they don't, our Skink could pick it up unimpeded. Okay, so we'll do this first, stand you up. And then there's no one there. Okay, good. It's hard to see there. So we can blitz the white up here. Or not the white, the... yeah, it's the white. I got the ghouls and the whites mixed up a little bit. So we could blitz the white with a 2-die blitz. We have a couple Skink over here that can get over to the ball. So yeah, this is probably more important to do the blitz first and just ensure that we can at least take him out before trying to pick up the ball. Alright, well that's good enough. He doesn't have dodge. Let's put him over there. And I think we want to keep you next to the ball. I don't really... well, I could move next to the white. Does mean the ghoul can try and pick up the ball. I think keeping the white occupied might be more valuable, come to think of it. And then... I think we get an assist. Or we can possibly move him through if we get a block here. So let's try this real quick. Okay, 2-die block works out. And then we are not going to follow, we just want the tackle zone occupied there. Well, maybe I should have followed, because then the Skink can get through there better. Well, that was actually a bit of a mistake for me. I should have followed that up. I didn't want to get free blocks on the big guy that can stand here and take up tackle zones, but now I have to dodge to get through here. You know what, I'm just going to do it anyway with the built-in reroll. It's probably best. Made a bit of a mistake there, but thankfully it didn't punish us. Stunty players with dodge can do pretty well for themselves. And then we'll get the ball with you with sidesteps, so this should be pretty good for us if we pick it up. We will use our team reroll on that. The half is winding down. Picking it up means we could score a touchdown. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to move up one more square here and be next to... well, that does open him up for some more blitz opportunities. So let's just go ahead and put him right here since he has sidestep. And then we'll pick you up. Let's just stand you up here. Now, how much movement do you have left? You have a little bit of movement. Alright, so let's try and dodge you out of there with the built-in reroll. Okay, that worked out. And then we're just going to try and dodge Skink out of here with their built-in rerolls to make sure that we cover the ball better. Alright, that worked out. And then we're going to try and get you on the other side of the white. or not the wight, the ghoul, and prevent him from being able to get in on this side. And then we want you to get away from the sideline. I'm more comfortable taking 2 dodges here than having him get surfed on the sideline. Alright, so that worked out pretty well for us. That was a pretty excellent turn, and we'll probably be able to score before the half is over. It would take quite a bit of effort for them to get through the cage wall that we have here. Their mummies are out of the play. They can't really contribute here, so it's up to the wights and the ghouls to be able to do something here. Yeah, and by dodging the skink out of there, they don't get free blocks on the skink. They can only blitz 1 skink this turn, basically. So it lessens the chance of injury. I'd much rather dodge and attempt to get them out of harm's way than risk them just getting a bunch of free blocks the next turn. So it's worth the risk when they're pretty good at dodging. Alright, so that's not going to work out for them. Well, I guess it does. I forgot that they have block, so... And if we could get block on one of our skink, then that could make them pretty resilient and not getting knocked down despite all the dice that the opposing players can get. Alright, so are there any plays that we want to make here? Not with you. I guess we'll... Well, we're not going to bother standing you up. We don't want you to get hurt. Nor do we want him to get hurt. So I guess the question is, do we want to try and just get a touchdown? Do you want to try and pass the ball to someone and get some star player points? Could someone else use the star player points here? No one in particular, I guess. We don't have any rerolls left, so I don't think that passing the ball is going to be viable. It's only a 50-50 chance that they complete the pass. Or that they get the pass off, and then completing it could be easier if we have our catch player get in there. We don't have our catch player, though. Alright, so he's over there, but he can't get into position for that, I think. So, we're just going to go ahead and do a blitz here and then score, essentially. So we're going to surround him with a bunch of assists. Get him over, I guess, maybe here. And I guess put him right there so that way we cover the old front side. And then we're going to go ahead and put you right there. He's going to be able to go around that guy regardless to score, so it's not a problem. 3 dice block. Hopefully this doesn't backfire on us. Yeah, it would have taken some pretty unlucky roll there to foil our plans. I guess this is the only spot we can move him. We are going to follow. And we got a KO. Sweet. No star player points, but it all worked out in the end. And then, hope of Pahualaxa, score another touchdown, my friend. You are in the end zone. The Barry Sanders celebration, just handing it off to the ref and then doing backflips in the sideline. And the cheerleaders are doing lots of celebrating for us because we're scoring quite a few touchdowns and we got our players back at least. Alright, so they're down a couple of players here, so the rest of the match is going to be fairly good for us. I guess the only disadvantage there is that they get another chance to lift up their KOs at after halftime. So again, we could have simply tried to hold out till the last second there. I think we definitely want you in there just to prevent one of our skink from getting manhandled here. Who do we want to protect? Let's go ahead and put you out on the edge there. And then we'll put you out on the other edge. We need to just protect our most valuable players as much as possible. Let's go and put him there to get some assist action going on in case they try and blitz someone that's more in the middle. Let's see, are you valuable? You're pretty valuable to us, so we'll probably take you out of the game here. Put one of our sidesteppers in instead. Come on. There we go. Maybe my mouse clicker is just too close to the portraits to be able to have the click activate the way that it should. Okay, and this is mainly just to try and protect the players before the half who have star player points here. Alright, so let's go ahead and put you over here. Protect you guys as much as possible. I'm having them there so that way in case they blitz one of the skink, then I have another assist on one of their guys. Alright, that should be good. Yeah, so they're going to go for a blocking strategy, obviously, because they can't really score. But again, I'm just trying to set myself up in a formation that protects the skink as much as possible. Okay. Okay, so they throw a rock at Bone Collector and injure him. Unfortunately, we don't we don't really get star player points for this, but he is knocked out of the match and he's a valuable ghoul for them. So they are very short-handed now. I don't know why they bothered with the dodge. They don't really need to worry about picking the ball up. But yeah, the key here is that they can blitz one skink, and that is basically it. I can't really do anything else to them. And those are the players I want to protect because they are likely to get injured if they get knocked down. So these guys in the middle, they have 9 armor value for all of them, so they are not very likely to get hurt here. Alright, so we might be able to blitz the ball, and maybe we can throw a pass to get some star player points here. They do have an annoying mummy over there, so it's going to be a bit difficult. But if we can block this mummy out of the way, then essentially we free up the whole field. I don't know if it's possible to get a 3-die block on him, so I'm just going to make the 2-die here. Bonehead fails, so that's fine. We can get an assist. You have catch, so we might throw a pass to you for some star player points. Let's get you in for an assist so we can try and get a 2-die block on him. Let's block this. This way might be better. Let's block this way first. Push, okay. You keep him in range of this guy. We can still possibly block him. And is this a 2-die here? It's only a 1-die. Okay. And then we'll move you up to provide an assist, maybe. Maybe we can loop you around to provide an assist. We want to see if we can injure him as well as find a way to blitz the ball carrier here. Alright, so we knock him down, clear out the middle for our skink. And let's follow to make some space in here for them. And then I think what we want to do is we want to get him on the ball for an assist, and then we'll throw a pass to him if we succeed in our blitz. The question is, which direction do we want to blitz from? I think we want to blitz from the diagonal area here, so that way we can knock him over into that area. So we'll blitz there with the assists, and then block him into that square right there. Well, that kind of sucks. We're not going to be able to get the ball, but that's okay. Turn's pretty much basically over now. And then we'll go ahead and make a save 2-die block here to end the half. Alright, maybe we get an injury here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so no injury. We didn't get the ball there for a pass, but that's okay. So the first half went pretty well. We were able to get a 2-0 lead already, which, I mean, at this point it kind of ensures that we're going to win, I think. And so I think we're going to be able to place in the top 2 of the tournament with having 4 wins after this match. It would take a lot for us to lose here. More importantly, though, I just want to get out of this match healthy now. They are all up front, so they are going for broke here. They are really going for broke. Okay. So I think what I want to do is I just want to get Skink set up here, so I can try and go to one side of the field. You don't have the movement speed boost. You do, so we'll go away from him. And then basically what I'm hoping to do, let's go ahead and put you maybe more right there. If you complete a pass, then you get a level up. So let's see who can complete a pass and get something out of it here. I guess maybe putting you down here might be better. And then we'll put you down there. Make some tackle zones, and then we'll put you more over in that direction. And then the guy who can catch the ball really well with you, we'll have you get very close here, and we'll see if we can try and get a very early score here. You're not too valuable, so I don't mind you getting beat up a little bit. And then I'll move you up close here. So maybe we can block this white out of the way, and then we can make a bit of a screen with some of our people here. Okay, and then you have movement speed, so you might be able to pick up the ball and then throw it. Maybe a tackle zone more over here might be better. Covers more area, covers both of those. So this is like a major offensive setup to try and get a score early. They do not have anyone too far back. We can probably screen them out of the play. So we have a couple guys back here who can pick it up and then throw it. Maybe move him a bit further back. So we move them further back, then they can run up and pick up the ball, and then they're close to being able to throw it to the guy who can catch it fairly well. And so, if the pass is successful, it's likely that our guy is going to be able to catch it at the very least. Alright, so that hurt them much more than it hurt us. That hurt them much, much more. So they lost both of their mummies, and we only lost one guy. We didn't lose any skink. Alright, so I want to try and, I guess, make some blocks here first and try and set things up. Let's go ahead and get you set up over here, close to the ball. I think we're going to be okay over there. They lost a couple players already, so we can reliably make a couple of blocks here. Now that you're over there, I wonder how far you can get. Maybe not close enough. We might have to move the catch guy a bit further back if we want to attempt to pass. It'll be pretty safe. Since we have to move back, we might as well get back into an area here. Yeah, I guess we'll get you a bit... we'll move you back up one square, since I think we're going to move back and pass the ball. Set people up into a decent formation here, in case the pass does not go very well. I think what we're going to do with you is we're just going to have you go around and then provide an assist on this guy right here. And then I think making blocks is probably the most sensible choice. Alright, we want to re-roll this one. Alright, push is fine. Let's get him out of there. We shall stay. And then we can, I think, maybe get a 3 dice block on him? No. Okay. Since we don't have the re-roll, I think we want to try and pick up the ball now. And move our guys back a little bit here. And what should you do? I don't know, honestly, maybe setting up a bit of a screen for our guys might be helpful. Maybe we can get an assist on this white over here to help out with our wizard guy over there. And then I think we should try and pick up the ball. 3+ pickup. We'll do it. Okay, and then we're going to throw it from a safe position, I think. Well, we don't have to throw it now. I think we're just going to hold on to the ball here for a moment, since we have some pretty safe blocks that we can make. I think we definitely want to try and take out the white first. Okay, he does not have dodge. And we're not going to follow up the block, I think. Well, I guess we should. We want to keep someone on the white to prevent him from dodging. The skeleton is not going anywhere. And then we'll free up one of our guys here, I'm hoping. Alright. I think we want to go on the left side here, so we're going to stay for now and prevent them from getting too many block attempts here. And the middle is pretty covered up, so now I'm going to get around here and set things up a bit more. So they're all stunned. We have a pretty good screen going on here. They could blitz the skink, but that's not going to be too good for them. This skink over here doesn't have too many star player points to worry about if they get blitzed and injured, at least, so that's going to be good for us. We did leave out a sidestepping player, but we want to try and protect a couple of players, out there, so they can do a 2-type blitz, that's fine. He has dodge, so this is not going to work out well for them. And I don't think they're going to be able to dodge through there, at least I bet they wouldn't. It'd be pretty ballsy to try and dodge through. So they just go with a push. And it's our turn already. Okay. Alright, so I think the first thing we do is we pick you up. You're next to a mummy, but that's not too terrible for you. Then I think what we can do is we can just go ahead and loop you around and be a nuisance for anyone that tries to get back to the ball. We just make a tackle zone here and sidestep him around if he gets blitzed. So we prevent these guys from effectively doing much. And then We can probably get a 3-die blitz on him with our big guy. Even him, he would probably be able to do it. So let's go ahead and see about getting the big guy over here for some kind of assist. And also getting up here on the white and getting him out of the mummy range will be helpful. And then I think we'll go ahead and get you away from the mummy and get you screening a bit more up here. And then we could go ahead and just make a block with the skink and then blitz someone else. I think that would be a 2-die block. Will this be a 3-die blitz? I think I'll take the 3-die blitz. I think that's better for us. Less chance of needing to use a reroll here. Alright. Maybe he might level up with a knockdown. We're going to stay this time, because I think we want to move in this direction and wall things up on this side. And now, let's go ahead and take you, have you occupy with an assist over here. And then let's go ahead and get you going to provide another assist over here and kind of wall things up for our ball carrier. And let's see, you have catch. So let's go ahead and get you... I think we will just go for it and get him into a safer spot. We have a reroll if we need to do that. Okay. We would have used a reroll there and then not passed the ball if we failed that. And then we'll pass the ball from here. It's pretty safe to do. Want to get him leveled up, get some star player points. We have a reroll for it. Alright, so we got the catch. And then do we want to do a block over here? Probably not, because we don't want to free up those players. We want to keep them occupied, so... And then we'll leave this skink right here. Again, just because we want to keep assists going. We want to box things up as much as possible in here. Make it difficult for them to blitz anybody. I could have got him down into a scoring position to throw him a pass, but I think we want to get this guy a level up first. We will use dodge. Yeah, having dodge and sidestep here, so good. You can really position yourself to make things as annoying as possible for their players. Skeletons and zombies will not be able to dodge. Alright, so they blocked with their white, so their white's not going to be able to run and loop around to try and stop us. Maybe they felt that was a safer block because he has block and the zombie doesn't, but I probably would have blocked the zombie first and then looped the white around. Alright, so you're in a pretty bad spot, but can we score? We're one away. If we had our movement speed guy with the ball, he could have scored, but... Alright, so we can't score here. We can try and maybe attempt another pass. We are in prime position to do it. So who do we want to catch a pass? Maybe you? You could score a touchdown and get some star player points. Let's go ahead and set you guys up over here where we want to make the pass. And, oops, no, we just want to stand you up. Keep the white occupied, and then if we can free you up, then we can blitz the white, I imagine. So since You're not going to score. We'll have you get an assist over here. And then let's go ahead and who can we go after? If we blitz the white first, then we can get a 3-die block on the ghoul. So we'll do that first. Alright, very good. Get him away from the play. We are not going to follow. We're going to keep a tackle zone up here. And then we're going to get the 3-die block on the ghoul with a reroll. Alright, so Bonehead, I'm not going to reroll that with Loner. Kind of sucks that happened, but you know, it's acceptable. We can still, however, block with him on a 2-die block. That's not good. We want to reroll that. Free up some of our Skink to get over here. We will stay. Alright, got a stun. Laying the Stone Cold Stunner on them. And then we'll just get you as far as you can go. And then we'll get you in a position to where they have one ghoul over there. So I'm going to go ahead and get you into position to where you can protect the ball carrier no matter what the ghoul does. And then with you, we're going to go ahead and throw a pass from here. Since if we drop the ball over here, that's not going to be too bad. Over here would be worse because then they can get in there. So if we bungle this, it's not too bad. Alright, good. And then I think we'll just end the turn here. We do have an open space over here, but they don't have any whites in position to get over there. They have one ghoul that can get over there, but we have 3 guys protecting him. If this guy didn't go boneheaded, we would have been able to have another player up there, making a bit of a screen action going on there. Yeah, so he doesn't have much movement to do anything. Again, they're skeletons and zombies, just are not mobile. So getting players over there is difficult if we can lock up the whites and their ghouls. And then once again, their mummies are just kind of way out of the play here, so if we can just avoid the mummies, then we're in great shape. I don't know if they're going for a foul on this player or not. It is possible to get some very strong fouls going in the game if you think that you're not going to win. So just try and injure the other players that are on the ground. So we're not going to stand him up. We want to force them to foul us if they're going to do anything. Okay, so we could get a 3-die blitz on one of their guys. We also have a 2-die block over here that we could try to execute. You getting a blitz might be preferable because you're close to leveling up here. So let's get you around the ball. Let's see, who has catch? Which one has catch? I think it's the guy with the ball. Yeah. Or no, it's not. Because he threw it, I think. So the guy with catch, I think, already threw it. Yeah, so if we can score with our catch player, then he can level up. So we'll just try and set things up around here for the big guy to get a 3-die blitz. Let's get the big guy. The big guy, the big guy. Maybe boneheads again, that's not too terrible. And the push is fine because now we can get a surround on him. And then we get several blocks that we can make. And then I think we want to move you and get in here on him. Sadly, we don't have our team rerolls anymore, but we can get a 3-die block there and then just murder him. So let's try this. Push is fine. And we'll just keep him surrounded over here. And let's get him... I guess we'll just put you over here. And we'll go ahead and stay, cover this tackle zone closer to the passer. And can you do a good block? You cannot. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and put my player in the end zone before catching it here. I think that's the last of the blocks that I'm going to do. I'm just going to pass it from here and hope that this works. And then if he fumbles the catch in the end zone, then it can go out of bounds, and that can be very bad for us. So we're going to do this. We got some very good luck on our passing. So do I want to do the 2-die block down here and try and get an injury? I don't think so. I think that leveling up the Skink is going to be better for us. We don't want to risk not getting the score now. We don't want things to go terribly awry and risk losing out on the score. And plus, with like 4 or 5 turns left, we might be able to get another one if we can get the ball from them again. Because our players are so mobile, we are able to just get the ball from other teams when we're on defense more so than on offense. So, I mean, we can definitely do that. We're a good mobile blitzing team. I'm just really hoping that leveling up our Skink enough that we'll eventually get an opportunity for them to get a passing skill or maybe sure hands to be able to pick up the ball much better. Because being limited to just agility skills is kind of poor, I guess. So I think keeping him on the sidelines is good, because movement speed boosts are very hard to come by, so I could afford for someone else to get hurt, but not him. He is just a bit too valuable to us, so... So our Skink are getting a good deal of star player points here, and we have been fortunate enough to complete some passes to kind of help pad them out a bit there. And those two... I want to force them to blitz if they go after us, so I just want to force them to make a blitz against them. And then I don't think we're going to save it. I don't know how much we're going to use it. So yeah, as I suspected, they're going to try and set everyone up on the line, so I just want to avoid them getting free blocks there before the end of the game. So I guess that was good foresight by me to see what they were going to do. Alright, so we get an extra team reroll, so that could help us in some of our blocks, and maybe if we get a chance to pick up the ball again or make a pass, that could come into play. The only reason that I didn't move my Skink all the way back is just because if we manage to somehow get the ball again, it'd be really nice to have them for that purpose and not be all the way back and not being able to reach the ball anytime soon. They are kind of opening things up for a potential blitz. I guess I'm going to try and pick it up with him and go for it. Alright, so these blocks, they're not too terribly important for us, at least. They didn't blitz one of my big guys, so that means that I can subsequently blitz with them on my turn. And they already used their reroll for this, so that's good for us. They have so many rerolls left that they're going to get basically one reroll a turn from now on. Dodging was a bit risky, though, for them. Alright, so stand you up and we can get some assists going, I think, on their mummy. So our big guy could get a 2-die block on them, I believe. Yep. I think I'm definitely going to want to blitz maybe this white or the ghoul up there. If I can blitz the ghoul, then I have several skink that I can just run right on through and get through there. And I can just do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and set you up on this ghoul, I think. And then I'm going to blitz with you. Can I go here and then blitz here? Yes, I can. Alright, a push, I think, could be good enough here. We'll see. I can still potentially dodge through. Now let's move him over there. And we will follow him. Okay, and now depends which way we want to dodge. We can... Let's move a sidestepping player up here. We can go here. And we can dodge on through. We have a free dodge reroll, so we're in a decent position here. I guess... Oh, there's a... We have to make another dodge roll. I forgot. There's 2 dodge rolls. We have to move here, here, and then here. That was my bad. So maybe I can move him somewhere else. Or blitz someone else. Alright, so now they have at least one person threatening the ball already. Let's take care of the mummy first. Pushing is fine. We can get him away. We're going to stay and have the mummy have no targets next turn. And then we can move some skink through. Let's go ahead and get you into an advantageous position here. We can move you over to provide an assist, maybe. And then we can make a 2-die block on the skeleton. I think it might be better to go in with you and get an assist. He is our catch player, so we don't want him to get surfed, but I don't think it's a high likelihood of happening. Oh, no, not there. We want you to go and block the skeleton here. Push, that's fine. And then, do we want him closer to the sideline or not? I think if we open up the sideline, then we can try and fit some skink through there. So we'll follow up this block. And then we can move some skink around to get through there, I think. Let's get some skinks on the sideline. We're kind of opening up this area a little bit, but can get an assist on the mummy with a free dodge out of there. And then a 1-die block, that's okay. If we can get the mummy down, then that's a big win. I think let's just push him more towards the middle here and stay. It's closer to the ball, but it doesn't protect the sideline as much for them, so I think it's better for us. So we have one player that's semi-threatening the ball. It's going to make it harder for them to go to the left here. They do have some whites that, or some ghouls that could possibly dodge out to protect him. I don't know, that's a long blitz. But it did not work out for them too well because we have sidesteps. So I'm going to force them. I definitely want to force them to go in this direction where I have a lot of skink covering the sideline already. And the middle is pretty well handled right now. Their mummies aren't doing a whole lot. We have all of our beefy men down here in the middle. They don't have anyone... They don't have too much locked down over here right now. And we have some sidestepping players, I think, over here. Yeah, we have 2 of them. So sidestepping players are just a big nuisance because you can get on the ball way better that way. I think they'll go ahead and put this guy, yeah, somewhere over there, yeah. But we do have a blitz to open things up. If we move this white off, or this ghoul off, yep, we're going to definitely do the push. So if we can move the ghoul around, then we can get a blitz on the ball carrier pretty easily. There's only 1 star player point guy, so we're not too worried about him. And that block went poorly. And it went poorly again. So now they're completely open here to a blitz. We don't even have to do any dodging or anything like that to get there. So we just want to... Well, I guess we can't get all the way over there. So we could get an assist this way. I think that's what we're going to do. We'll go for it. We have a reroll if we need it for that purpose. And we're going to move... we're going to move you over here, I guess, to tie up the ghoul over there. And then... What about you? Can we blitz the big guy and get in there, I think? I think we get you over here, then we can just tie up the skeletons and make some blocks on them even. So we'll put you over here. And then the big guy is going to get in there for what I was hoping would be a 3-die blitz, but apparently not. If we make blocks down here, then we could end up getting 3-die, I think, with the assist action going on. Let's try and get you away from the sideline first. And we can free up some skink if we make this block. We have to re-roll that. Alright, so that's a much better result. So we just freed up 2 skinks. We have more assists going on now. Let's get you over here. Sidestepping players can be close to the sideline and not really have to worry too much about it. And we can't go there. Let's go ahead and make this... Well, that's only a 1-die block. That sucks. Alright, so is this a 3-die block now? It is. So we'll blitz here. Alright, that's good enough. And we want the ball to scatter this direction, I think. And we'll go ahead and follow that up. And we KO'd him in the process. I was hoping that the game wasn't going to freeze there, so we'll skip that. The ball does land out of bounds, which is bad for us. Pretty bad, actually. You can't get in there. I think first we're going to just do this. No. We do have 1 skink that can get the ball. I think we're going to move you through. And we need to just get you close, as close to the ball as possible. And then we want to get you, I think, tying up the skeleton here. Definitely do not want to dodge with them. I think I'm going to... I think we don't need to go with that block. They're not going to be able to do anything there. I'm going to try and get the ball here. Dodge out. reliably. We do get the ball. I want to get it as far away as I can from the mummies. We have sidestep. We don't have to worry about the sideline with him. And then we're going to do the 2-die block over here. And that's actually not bad for us. So at least knock everyone down over here so all these guys are mostly freed up. We do have a scoring chance here before the end of the game to make it 4-0. And they're going to blitz him, as I thought, but since we have sidestep, if they don't knock us down. Oh, they did. Okay, that sucks. And he's injured. No long-term effect. Alright, so that's good. That's acceptable. We do have one skink over here who can possibly still get the ball if we can somehow get over there. Yeah, the ball rolling out of bounds was a bit of a bummer for us. And they take the risky block. Okay. So can we get any skinks over? We could potentially get an assist and a blitz. I don't think we want to do that just yet. Let's go and pick you up for an assist. What about you? Can you get 3 dice? You cannot. So we'll go ahead and pick you up as well. And heck, why not you? Let's keep the mummy off. And then if we knock him around, then we can get a 3-die with the big guy. Very good. Move him over there. We're going to stay. And then now could get someone over there. I think a 3-die block is pretty good. Okay, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, so I think first I'm just going to move around a little bit. Try and get someone threatening. Oh. Try and get some guys threatening the ball, getting around the ball. Then maybe later I'll make this 2-die block with the skink. If we can get you over here, then you can provide an assist for a blitz. So we'll get him over there. Alright, we made it. Not too much risk there. And then I think we can get a 1-die blitz if we can manage to dodge out of here, get over here, and then go for it. Alright, we make the go for it, and we do get a both down. That's actually not bad. We knock the ball out. We have one guy over here on the sideline to prevent them from getting in there. Sadly, I don't have anyone on the ball, but they do have to at least make the pickup to get the ball. Oh, he fumbled it! He has a reroll, so he's likely to get it, but... Alright, so he does get it, but he can't really do anything with it. I guess they're going to try and surf one of our players, maybe? I don't know. Don't know why they blitzed with the mummy, unless they wanted to not move him and then move him after the blitz this direction. That's kind of a weird blitz. It would have made sense if you blitz, you stay there, and then you move over here to try and cage the ball carrier, but that didn't really work out too well for them. So we can surf one of their players here. Could also potentially blitz him, get some Skink over there somehow. We don't really have a good block over there, but if we can free up a Skink over here, we can get an assist. So I think the first thing we do is we just get an annoying sidestep player over here on the ball. Free dodge reroll, so we don't have to worry about not having any rerolls right now with him. And then I mean, we could dodge again since we still have the reroll and just get on the sideline. And then we open up this spot for an assist with him. Okay, so we'll do those. Set up some players in the ball carrier here. And then I think we just want to try and get on the ball as much as possible here. Let's dodge him out with a reroll. Okay, let's hope he gets it this time. He gets it. Okay. It's easier to take the chances when you have dodge and you can get out of there. Now, oh, we have to declare at the start of the action. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, man. That was another big blunder by me. Well, okay, I can still... here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blitz with him. I'm going to move him up there and make it impossible for him to get out. Blitz the skeleton. Even a push will be acceptable. That's not acceptable. That was pretty bad for us, but hopefully it's not going to cost us here. We have the bonehead over there, so that's pretty bad. At least this mummy over here does not have a good block. Alright, they get the POW. But we're going to sidestep over here to make sure he can't run forward. He has to run through 2 dodge zones. Alright, so they do not have much of a cage on the ball carrier, so... yeah, that was a bit of a blunder there, not being able to get that blitz in. Yeah, I need to remember to declare the blitz before doing the movement. I was trying to move him up there, then do the blitz, but you can't do that in Blood Bowl, so... Alright, so we got a KO. That's fine. This is the last turn anyway, so we can't really do anything about it. Again, I was hoping that, you know, blitzing could get the ball, do a pass, do something like that, but... Alright, end of the match. We got a 3-0 victory, so... even though we made a bit of a blunder there at the end by forgetting to declare the blitz before moving, I think that was actually a pretty good game for us. I mean, they should have matched up pretty solidly with us, but they were making some questionable blitzes, and they weren't really getting the mummies up on the ball quite as much. They were trying to do more caging type actions with them instead. Alright then, Iztacotol is stuffed with star player points, and he got the MVP, so the catch player got it. Maybe we'll get lucky and get even another level up with him at some point. Get him up to level 4, and maybe we'll get some good general-based skills like Sure Hands, and some other things like that. Maybe an agility boost in his future. So we got more armor breaks than they did, but we just got more touchdowns, and that's where the majority of our star player points came from this time around. I was really hoping that one of our... oh, and Coalshix also got an injury there. So yeah, I was honestly hoping that one of our big guys would get the MVP this time and get them leveled up, but so far the Skink have gotten the majority of them. And then the one time that one of the big guys got the MVP, he died the next match, so we haven't really fared so well as far as that goes. Alright, well, that's okay. We're going to go now and start leveling up some of our players after going to 4, 0, and 1 as far as our record. The human team is up next. They have been getting quite a few star player points in there, even though I'm not sure how good their record is. How good is their record, by the way? Leaderboard. Okay, so how did the matchups go last time? Who won against who? Aerial Hawks beat the Noxious Rippers. Alright, so the Rippers went from 3-0 to 3-2. So they are not looking good because we have a tiebreaker against them head-to-head, and so do the Aerial Hawks. So yeah, it's going to be difficult for the Rippers to get in there. The damn Spirits are kind of out of it now too. So I think it's kind of down to the Cold Caves and the Aerial Hawks there. The Sharp Kickers are kind of out of it too to get top 2 in this tournament. I think we're almost guaranteed to go ahead and get in, because with the draw, the most losses that we can have is 2. So both Cold Caves and Aerial Hawks would need to win out, and we'd have to lose out to be able to get in there. So the Aerial Hawks beat the Rippers. Sharp Kickers, oh, they lost to the Cold Caves, okay. And then there was a draw. Okay. Alright, well, that's a pretty good overlook. So we're almost guaranteed here to advance to the top 2 spots and earn another potential tournament that we can join for the next one, for the next event. Or competition, I guess is what it's called in this. Alright, let's go to the roster and level some guys up. I think we had 2 level ups once again. Pahualaxa. Let's see what you get for your level up here. Roll the dice. Alright, only an 8. So we need to decide if we want to give him something like Diving Tackle to make him maybe a Blitzer. We'll see what the other Skink rolls for his level up before deciding, because I don't want to give him like a tackle-based skill and then have this guy roll pretty well, like roll doubles and then get tackle skill maybe. Alright, only a 5. Alright, so we have to decide on what we're going to get for him. So we have Catch already. Sure Feet and Sprint would make him able to go for it much more often to get touchdowns. Leap could also allow him to get out of a jam and then catch the ball later, maybe. Okay, so this makes it easier for him to receive kickoffs, actually, so yeah, Diving Catch could be interesting to just make him an even better catcher. Sidestep could be good too, so we can run him down the sidelines, but I think we'll go with Diving Catch and then have him back for the kickoffs as well. And so he can potentially catch it on a kickoff if the ball gets close to him. So we'll have one person take Diving Catch since he's already good at catching. So if it's an accurate pass, then he has a much better chance of catching the ball. Yep. So we're turning him into a fairly good catcher, and then this other person, we can give him maybe Diving Tackle to go along with Sidestep. There aren't really any other skills that I want to get with him. I mean, Sure Feet allows him to go for it more if wanting to get close to the ball carrier, maybe. Because you get getting the built-in reroll kind of allows you to take those chances a bit more. But I think Diving Tackle will be better if we can manage to get the tackle skill on him and roll doubles here and unlock the general skills where I think tackle is at. So we'll give him Diving Tackle and make him an annoying sidestepping tackle player to prevent dodging, to have him around the ball carrier. Alright, we have a pretty good team value here. It keeps going steadily up so far. Ever since Liz Blitz ended up dying in match number 2, we've had pretty good luck as far as injuries go. We haven't had any debilitating injuries to our players. So we've done pretty well for ourselves there. I don't think I'm going to buy another player. We've been pretty good with the players that we have. We're generally able to match them as far as knocking out players. They'll knock out a Skink, I'll knock out one of their guys. And then it would also increase our team value, so I don't want to do that. So I think this will be the end of the episode. A bit of a long-winded episode, but we were able to come out with the win in our 5th match. We're rolling in the NAF Autumn Championship. So far we've only had a draw to our name and no losses, so 5-0-1, or 4-0-1. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. 4-0-1 is pretty good. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, again, another doubleheader type episode. And I hope to see you all next time for our next match against the Sharp Kickers human team. So you all take care, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.